What is up everyone, Darkmaster here and welcome back to another video of Crossout, and in today's episode we're gonna go and check out the last part of the Steppenwolve'S Battle Pass, and this time it is way more exciting than the previous post we already have from the devs, and we have some really cool looking toys to play around with, and they also revealed a new relic weapon, and I'm going to show you guys how it looks like because it is really freaking cool looking weapon, and I really mean that. So first of all, hello survivors. This entry concludes the series of posts about the upcoming Steppenwolves season. In this part we'll talk about the legendary grenade launcher and mine layer, as well as the new relic weapon. Let's dive in. So the first thing here is legendary grenade launcher RPG 105 Darling. So this weapon sounds more of a RPG launcher than just a grenade launcher, but I don't know why will they just call it grenade launcher. Maybe it's just only the suitable tech tree for it is the grenade launcher tech tree, or maybe just put it together with clarinet toe. You know, they're kind of like our RPG is more, one of them is like kind of, you know, a homing rocket like that, but I think they will have a good category for that. I think that would be like a suitable one than just a grenade launcher, but we'll see about that. So you may have noticed quite a famous abbreviation in the name of the weapon, and it speaks for itself. The Steppenwolves have made an old dream of every raider in the Wasteland a reality. Darling fires a jet grenade that flies on a straight trajectory. If the projectile has traveled some distance on the way to the target, it jettisons a stage and accelerates like a rocket. When such a projectile hits an enemy, its explosive energy travels along the movement trajectory and penetrates parts. It's a very powerful weapon for such a cute name. Honestly, it does sound like that, but seriously, jettisons? That's a weird word, kind of difficult for me to pronounce, but yeah. You may also say that it's hard to be precise with the grenade launcher, and it's true, especially because the projectile has different speeds because of its two phases, but rest assured, the results is worth the effort. We'll see how that's gonna work out because it looks very unique and very cool looking weapon, and Steppenwolves, they bring cool looking military tech, so I'm really looking forward to it. Some of them felt like a little bit, you know, poor, but some of them actually look really cool. And we also get a legendary mine layer squad. It's like, I don't know, they're calling it mine layer, but for me it is on artillery more like so, because you just place a target and it will shoot right there, and it keeps it quite, you know, it's like a airstrike type of weapon, which is kind of cool, and I've been always wanted to have something like that instead of just a basic like artillery weapons like we have with Header or Mandrake. So this is going to be really cool. I mean, Steppenwolves are famous when it comes to artillery. So the Squall, an unusual new device brought to you by Steppenwolves. There were a lot of comments expressing a burning desire of the survivors to have a new artillery weapon, and that's true. Everybody wanted to get a new artillery because we love artillery. And despite the Squall being classified as a mine layer, it actually marks a spot for a wide radius airstrike with its small mines. Squall fires a mine that flies on a plunging trajectory and to the targeted spot. While the mine is active surrounding the area under constant rocket fire, the enemy can destroy the mine. In this case, the Squall speeds up its reloading by 50%. Of course, the barrage of rockets is not endless. The mine will deactivate on its own after some time. The weapon was created primarily to control the battlefield and skillfully redirect enemy movement, but if a stray rocket hits an opponent, it's even better, isn't it? An additional bonus is that the Squall consumes little energy. Unfortunately, you can't install several weapons at the same time. Steppenwolves honor the laws of fair warfare, so you can't have more than two at a time. So having two of these is going to be like more of a support weapon, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be really good in Leviathan Wars and Clan Wars, plus also in PvP if you can get a bunch of enemies into one single area and you can deal massive damage. So it's going to be really cool. I'm looking forward to it. I kind of want to see how this is going to turn out because it looks very exciting. And the next structure part, this looks really nice. I think it's going to be part of the new cabin itself. It looks like a front, maybe like a grill or some sort of like, I don't know, window area or something. It looks really nice. I like it. And as for next, already a little teaser, relic grenade launcher called the Destroyer. So here it is. It is a 6-barrel retcher, not the 4-barrel, and the structure of the weapon looks kind of similar, and also it has the similar feature like the Devourer has, and it looks really cool, and I do like it. It looks really big, and once it gets released next week, I will test it out and say what I think about these retchers because it looks amazing. bloody good looking weapon as well. Great design, their design team, well done. So bombastic greetings from the Nomads. They have an explosive gift for you. The new relic is the crown jewel of the Retro branch. Never before has it been so much fun to wreak havoc and destruction in Crossout. The perk works as follows. When you hit the target from a distance, the weapon accumulates charges. Each charge increases damage of 1 grenade. So the number of charges you have is equal to the number of amplified grenades you can launch. It's important to note that the accumulated charges can only be spent after the grenade launcher has completely cooled down. After reading this, you may have a question. Is there a limit to the number of charges that can be accumulated with the new relic weapon? The answer is basically no. So is it uncontrollable machine of death then? What else did you expect? The relic version of Retro must live up to the reputation of its predecessor. Perhaps there is a limit to the number of charges. After all, will there ever be someone to reach it? And also, finally, we would like to mention that the unusual bra will be available in the update. You have to complete several classic PvE raids, but this time your enemies will be piloting armored aircraft. By the way, you can also join this expedition on Flying Beauty. This entry concludes our series of publication about the new season. You can find out more about all the rewards and new features during our traditional pre-update livestream, which will take place next week. Stay tuned for more news and good luck in the battles. So this is actually one of the best so far with the new toys that we're getting in artillery weapon and also on RPG and this relic grenade launcher destroyer. Obviously, many will say like, oh no, another relic. We can't get our hands to it. Yes, I know. The grind is big and getting relics is not very easy, and it took me 2.5 years when I was playing free-to-play game to get my first ever Mastodon set, and it was quite painful, but I managed to do it and I was really happy when Mastodons got released and they're solid weapons to this day. But yeah, this is going to be the update, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one as much as I did, and you really liked this one, so make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know, guys, what you think about this battle pass that we're going to get. At least the previous one was a little bit disappointing, or it was like the first one, I don't remember. I think it was the second one where they introduced a legendary Narwhal and stuff like that, but we still got some good decent weapons. I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, all right, I'll see you guys soon. Peace.